Welcome. In this video, we'll be talking about how to graph a linear inequality. So the first thing that you need to know in order to graph these is what the symbols actually mean. So if you see the less than symbols, you'll be looking at one of these two guys. The greater than symbols are really indicated by these two guys. So the direction is really important. So let's take a look at number 1 and see how we might do it. So number 1, we've got A, and then we've got this symbol and -4. Well, matching this up, this is the greater than symbol. So what this says is A is a number that's greater than -4. So which numbers on our number line are greater than -4? Well, if this is 0 and this is -4, the numbers that are greater than -4 are going to be all the numbers to the right of -4. Okay, does that include -4 itself? Well, -4 is definitely not greater than -4. It's equal to -4. So for that reason, because -4 doesn't count, we're going to use an open circle. Okay, and then the numbers that are greater than -4, the way I would indicate those is by graphing out all the numbers to the right of -4. So an open circle indicates that the number itself is not included. Let's take a look at number 2. So I'm going to change it a little bit, and I'm going to put a little line here. And let's see if we can figure this one out. So we're supposed to graph the inequality again, and we've got x, and then we've got this symbol, and then 1. Well, matching up this symbol, that's the less than or equal to symbol. So I'm supposed to graph out all the numbers that are less than or equal to 1. So if this is 0 on my number line and this is 1, well, which numbers are less than or equal to 1? Well, the numbers that are less than 1 are all the numbers to the left of 1 on the number line. What about equal to 1? Well, there's only one number that's equal to 1, and that's 1 itself. So here I'm going to use a closed dot because we're allowed to have equality. And then I want to shade all the numbers to the left of 1 to indicate the numbers that are less than 1. So a closed dot means that we're including the number itself. Okay, I want you to try numbers 3 and 4. Pause the video and then restart when ready. Okay, so for number 3, you should have gotten, well, this means y is greater than -2, so we want we want to shade all numbers that are greater than -2. So those are the numbers that are to the right of -2 on the number line. What about -2 itself? Is that included? Well, -2 is definitely not greater than -2, so for that reason I'm using an open circle and then shading the numbers to the right of -2. For number 4, we've got 0 and -8, and this time b is less than -8, so that means we want to shade all numbers that are less than -8. Well, those are going to be the numbers to the left of -8 on the number line. What about -8 itself? Well, -8 is definitely not less than -8, so we can't include it, so I'm going to use an open circle and shade all the numbers to the left like that.